An estimated 2.5 million high school athletes reported concussions in 2017, according to the CDC. But the underreporting of concussions amongst those athletes is still a big concern.
27 First News reporter Brittany Bissell investigates the dangers of suffering multiple concussions and the long-term effects they can have.
I didn't know that anything was wrong. I just thought it was normal.
Tommy Schadl, like many other young athletes, didn't recognize the symptoms of a concussion. The CDC says almost 4 million sports-related concussions occur in the U.S. every year. Many concussions aren't treated. 50% may go unreported. There are several reasons for that, like Schadl. Some athletes aren't aware of the signs. Others may not want to miss out on playing time for treatment. Keep in mind, if you suffered one concussion, you're at a higher risk of getting another and a higher risk of suffering long-term effects.
Kids who are already concussed and they take another blow, it really will amplify the concussion, make it much worse. We think some kids, by the time it comes to somebody's attention they're concussed, they have loss of consciousness and they're out on the field for a period of time. Or they're so dizzy and out of it they don't know what huddle or what sideline to go to because they're more significantly concussed.
That's exactly what happened to Tommy Schadl. He was playing football for McDonald during a junior high game in September of 2013. Schadl went to make a tackle, and that was the last thing he remembers.
Not a big impact or anything. I just hit someone, and then next thing I know, I was on the sidelines, and there was a coach, Mr. Schadl, and then Carson Williams. We were just on the sidelines. They were just telling me, like, stay awake. And then the next thing I remember, I was just in the car going to the hospital, and then I just kind of woke up in the hospital bed.
Schadl's doctor told him he suffered multiple concussions leading up to this one. The scary part, neither he nor his family had any idea. He describes it as feeling like he was in a constant fog. He had headaches, wasn't able to remember things, and the worst, he wasn't able to walk.
Symptoms kind of went away, then they came back over the course of 2 days, I think. And then I ended up back in the hospital that next week, and then that's when I couldn't walk, couldn't do anything.
It took a lot of rehab and over a month for Schadl to learn to walk again. This is a video his parents took. It's been almost 5 years since the injury, and to this day, he still deals with problems. Last year, Schadl started passing out. He had to have a procedure on his brain stemming from complications from his concussions. He's doing okay now, but he has a message for young athletes.
I think the biggest thing is just knowing your body and knowing when something's wrong.
The CDC estimates almost 7 out of every 10 athletes play with concussion symptoms. Joseph Congini stresses brain injuries are to be taken seriously. These are nothing like an ankle injury.
You cannot play with the brain at 75%. We need to clear the brain completely because there really is too much of a risk on the other side of that risk-benefit ratio.
Schadl and his family tell me if they could go back and change anything, they wish they knew more. It's important to note the Ohio High School Athletic Association put a new concussion rule into effect in 2013. It highlights 3 things: education on concussions for players, parents, coaches, and officials, rules for keeping a player out of a game if a concussion is suspected, and requiring a licensed healthcare provider who can make medical decisions related to return to play. Brittany Bissell, WKBN 27 First News.